Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Breaking news, Cowboys Nation. It's the kind of news that makes your heart sink, your stomach churn, and your Twitter fingers itch to vent. The Dallas Cowboys have made a move, or should I say, failed to make the move that has left the entire fan base in utter disbelief. Yes, the nightmare scenario we've all been dreading for the upcoming season has just become reality. Let me tell you, this isn't just a misstep, it's a stumble down the stairs. It's the kind of decision that leaves fans shaking their heads and asking, what in the world is going on in the front office? So, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the details, break down the implications, and figure out what this means for the Cowboys moving forward. First, let's take a step back to where this all began. The offseason, full of hope, potential, and the promise of improvement, quickly turned into a minefield of questionable decisions and missed opportunities. Cowboys Nation had one collective prayer, please, for the love of football, don't mess this up. We knew what the team needed. We saw the cracks in the armor last season. The defense, while improved, still had holes to fill. The offensive line? Aging and inconsistent. And let's not even get started on the depth at wide receiver. But the biggest fear, the thing that kept fans awake at night, was this: the team standing still while everyone else got better. Let's talk specifics. The free agency window came and went. Big names were on the table, players who could have been game changers for this team. But what did the Cowboys do? They sat on their hands. Sure, they made a couple of moves, signed a few mid-tier players, but where's the splash? Where's the aggression? Look at the Eagles, they're reloading after their Super Bowl run. The 49ers? Adding even more weapons. Meanwhile, the Cowboys seem content to patch up holes with duct tape instead of reinforcing the foundation. And it's not just free agency. Let's look at the draft. There were opportunities to trade up, to snag impact players who could contribute from day one. But no, they played it safe, again. They stayed in their comfort zone, opting for potential over-proven talent. And while some of these draft picks might pan out in a couple of years, Cowboys fans don't want to hear about the future. We want results now. We've been waiting since 1995 for this team to figure it out. Patience isn't just running thin, it's gone. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Dak Prescott. The man, the myth, the most polarizing figure in Cowboys Nation. Love him or hate him, one thing is clear: he can't do it alone. Last season, we saw flashes of brilliance, but we also saw the struggles. And those struggles weren't entirely on him. The offensive line was a mess, the receiving core lacked depth, and the coaching? Let's just say questionable is putting it kindly. But instead of surrounding Dak with the tools he needs to succeed, the Cowboys seem to be banking on him carrying this team on his shoulders. And that's not fair to him or to the fans. The most frustrating part of all this is the wasted potential. This team has talent. Micah Parsons is a generational player. CeeDee Lamb is blossoming into a star. The defense has pieces that can dominate. But talent alone doesn't win championships. It's about the front office making the right moves, about the coaching staff putting players in the best position to succeed, and about the team coming together at the right time. And right now, it feels like the Cowboys are squandering what could be a golden window of opportunity. So where do we go from here? What's the plan? Because from where we're sitting, it doesn't look like there is one. Is this team seriously expecting to compete with the likes of the Eagles, 49ers, and even the up-and-coming Lions by standing pat? Because if they are, we've got some bad news. It's not going to happen. Not without a drastic change in approach. And let's not forget the fan base. Cowboys Nation isn't just a group of fans, it's a movement. It's millions of people who bleed silver and blue, who live and die with every game. And right now, that fan base feels ignored, overlooked, and, quite frankly, disrespected. Because it's one thing to fall short after giving it your all. It's another to not even try. To Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and the entire Cowboys organization, listen to your fans. Look at the teams who are winning championships and take notes. Because what you're doing isn't working. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And Cowboys Nation is tired of the insanity. The Cowboys have long been known for making splashy moves. Whether it's trading for Amari Cooper back in 2018 or drafting a star like Micah Parsons, Dallas isn't afraid to make bold decisions to improve their roster. And let's be honest, Jerry Jones loves a headline-grabbing move. Adding Tyreek Hill to the Cowboys' offense would undoubtedly be one of the biggest moves in franchise history and would send shockwaves through the NFL. Imagine Hill wearing that iconic star on his helmet, lining up alongside CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. Talk about an unstoppable trio. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. What would it actually take for the Cowboys to land Tyreek Hill? This isn't going to be a simple deal. Hill's talent comes with a hefty price tag, both in terms of his contract and the draft capital it would take to acquire him. Miami isn't just going to give him away. We're probably talking about a package that includes at least one first-round pick, maybe a second-rounder, and possibly even a young player. For the Cowboys, that's a significant investment, especially considering they've been building through the draft in recent years. On the flip side, though, think about what Tyreek Hill could bring to this team. The Cowboys' offense, while effective, has lacked a true game-breaker outside of CeeDee Lamb. Adding Hill would give Dak Prescott another elite weapon and would open up the playbook in ways we've never seen before. Defensive coordinators would have to pick their poison. Do you double-team Hill and risk leaving Lamb in single coverage? Or do you focus on Lamb and hope your secondary can somehow keep up with Hill's blazing speed? Either way, it's a nightmare scenario for opposing defenses. As we wrap this up, let me leave you with one final thought. The Dallas Cowboys are more than just a football team. They're an institution. They're America's team. And with that title comes responsibility, a responsibility to strive for greatness, to be bold, to take risks. Because playing it safe doesn't win championships. Playing it safe gets you mediocrity. And Cowboys Nation deserves better. So, what do you think, Cowboys fans? Are you as frustrated as we are? Do you think there's still hope for this team to turn it around, or are we in for another season of heartbreak? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our Cowboys coverage. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay strong, Cowboys Nation.